Hi there everyone, welcome to another ORAS Wi-Fi battle. As you can see, this is a battle from the International Challenge in June, and it was a very interesting one. I was very scared when I saw they had a rating of over 1700, in the high 1700s, and yep, this is how it went. I may upload 2 battles in this one, we'll see, depending on how much time it takes. But yep, I lead with Kangaskhan and Vital. And they lead with Salamence and Vital. Good old Vital. If only it got a move similar to Geomancy. But yep, Dark Auras powering up our attacks. And unfortunately that Intimidate onto my Kangaskhan is a bit of a letdown. But I figure Salamence is probably going to protect here, they tend to. So I'll fake out the Vital. Yep, fake that out. Able to prevent his team from doing any damage. And I go for a Snarl. Lots of you Vital love to run special attacks, of course, so let's lower that. And it would have been good to get that on Salamence, but oh well. Here I decide to withdraw Kangaskhan. Don't want that Intimidate. And I know Zapdos is a good matchup for both of these Pokemon. And we see he Mega Evolves. Sucker Punch fails, thanks to my switch, and the Hyper Voice goes off, not doing too much damage. I go straight for the Dark Pulse, wanting to get as much damage onto that Salamence as I can. Here I went for the Sucker Punch, but he predicted that and went for Tailwind. I'm able to get nice damage onto the Vital. And Paralyze. But that knockoff is going to be a one-hit KO. Boosted thanks to me holding an item and the Dark Aura. So I send back in Kangaskhan, and I can have my pick of who I'd like to kill here. But he withdraws Vital for some reason, and switches into Groudon. Which, of course, Primal reverts. Nice and powerful. Desolate Land, making it all nice and sunny. So, yeah, his Salamence protects, no surprise to me. And I fake out this. In retrospect, I probably should have just gone for... No, I went for that in case he Sucker Punched. So out comes his Vital again, I guess, as Death Fodder. And I reveal my Protect. I go for the Sucker Punch on Groudon, just in case it's one of those special attacking eruption ones. But nope, turns out it's plain old physical Fire Punch. Which, unfortunately, with a crit was enough to take me down. So here I bring in my own Groudon. I know that Tailwind is going to be wearing off soon. And here we have Groudon. Here I protect, not wanting to take Precipice Blades or anything. Full power from the Vital, which is always nice. But ouch, Precipice Blade hits Kangaskhan and does a nice chunk of damage. I do the return, finishing off Vital. Don't want that to do any more Sucker Punching. And the Tailwind runs out. So in comes Bronzong. I figured there was a good chance he'd protect here and try and set up Trick Room now that his Tailwind had run out. So I decide to double into that Bronzong. So Fire Punch and Return. Is it enough? But no, it is not enough to finish it off. Possibly a, whatchamacallit, Heat-proof Bronzong. However, with my current range of health, I should be able to survive. whatchamacallit, Precipice Blades. Luckily he misses the Hypnosis and the Precipice Blades. I should have been able to survive with Precipice Blades, though. I believe I'm a very bulky Groudon. And since his health was low, he gets finished off. Which of course leads his last Pokemon, Salamence, and I'm able to Sucker Punch it. And I was very chuffed to see I won against someone with such a high rating. Very, very amused. So let's go straight to the other battle I had against another very high rated person. I was very shocked to see a guy with the name Red having such a high rating. I think this guy was from America. But yep, I lead off with Zapdos and Kangaskhan. Fortunately, he gets the Intimidate on me. Not too often you see Hitmontop around here. Of course we see the Mega Sizzle. Not one of the coolest Megas, I have to say. But yep, I fake out that thing. Just in case it had a Focus Sash, I wanted to break it to be certain. And we share flinches. Here I protect, not wanting to get hit by a close combat, and get up the Tailwind. Ooh, we see the Sword Dance come out. +2 Bullet Punch is not going to be very nice. I do protect from a close combat, so I decide to switch out here. I don't want to risk another close combat. Gets the Wide Guard, quite unfortunate, as I went for Heat Wave. Ooh, +4 Swords Dance. Very scary now. Might be able to one-hit KO me. And yep, in comes the Bullet Punch. Funnily enough onto Zapdos, who resists it. Get my health back with that Citrus, and go straight for the Thunderbolt to make sure I can deal damage. While I go for Oblivion Wing onto the Hitmontop, which is enough to finish it off. So out comes Xerneas, which is absolutely terrible. In comes the Bullet Punch, which, oof, I'm able to survive and get that Static Paralyze. While going for the Thunderbolt to finish off Sizzle. Almost, anyway. And Snarl. Lower that Xerneas' special attack before it can double it. I believe the Tailwind is still up, so... Yep, luckily he didn't Geomancy, allowing your Vitals to take Dazzling Gleam like a champ. And there goes my Tailwind. But now in comes Kangaskhan, should be able to do some nice damage. And in comes Kyogre. And it's great when you get your opponent down to their last 2 Pokemon, one of them being a Primal that is opposite to yours. Tough choice between who to fake out here. But in the end, I went for, I believe it was Xerneas. Let me see. And it was... No, I went for Kyogre. Oh, silly me. Yeah, I think I saw the Protect from Xerneas, but not the Protect from both of them. However, return into Xerneas now, doing heavy amounts of damage. Gets off another Dazzling Gleam. And we see Ice Beam from that guy. unfortunately finishes off my Yvital. And in comes Groudon, bringing the sun, making sure that Kyogre can only go for Ice Beam. Bringing that nice sun. So yep, I go for a turn onto Kyogre this time. You see that is a very bulky Kyogre. Strange, I wonder why he never went for Geomancy. But in comes the Precipice Blades, hitting both Pokemon, and finished them both off. I was very pleased to win these battles, especially this one. His team seemed to be a pretty good counter to mine. But yep, that put me up to a nice high rating on Battle Spot. I can't, on the competition, can't wait for the results to be revealed and see where I actually stand. Anyway, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed.